What to do if a 301 redirect is lowering ranking for a month now? Should I yoink it out? Um,
Yoink. Cool.
a month is kind of a longer time for it to be kind of having these adverse effects. But honestly, I'm not the big 301 guy. But luckily, Nick is. And so, what do you think, Nick?
It's just honestly, it's too there's too many variables that could come into play that would make something like a 301 act adversely. And a month used to be a very long time, I would say. But now, especially depending on what you're doing with the rest of your SEO campaign, like if you're doing nothing, so what people used to do, if you're doing nothing, like not adding content, not adding a backlink campaign alongside this 301 that you're doing, it might take longer. And then I've noticed, especially if it's not perfectly niched down, or maybe it is, but there's, variables missing from getting it to make sense to the algorithm, then yeah, you might see a small decline in rankings for a decent period of time before it comes back up and over. I've seen that happen too. So quite honestly, I can't give you a response that says, yeah, yoink it out. It's your issue, without kind of diving into the site, because there's a lot of other things that could be going on, that could be inhibiting you from getting rankings thanks to this 301. Now, if you were at like a high amount of traffic, this is the only variable you've messed with, then chances are it could be creating negative effects for you and your site. But again, Google does know why people use 301s, which is to manipulate the algorithm, right? So I do think that over the years, they've kind of fine-tuned ways to get people to think that they're not working, or maybe, like it's like a time-based system within an algorithm that's that's kind of keeping you suppressed or keeping you down before it rips you back up. So, if you want us to, do an audit or quick look in, you can pass us the URL and we'll get to that at some point in time. But yeah, kind of a difficult question. 301s are really wonky over the last few years, especially. So you've kind of got to play multiple angles to get them to take, especially if you want them to take quickly, which for me at this point in time, quickly is like up to 3 months.
Yeah, and we'd also, like Nick was saying, before we'd really give you advice on this, even though a month does seem like a long time, we'd also, like Nick was saying, we'd want to know more information, like how niche relevant is the 301? How
Right.
exactly did you 301 it? Like where are you pointing everything? Did you create
Right.
any, new pages or whatever that mirrored the old pages? Are you going like one for one over like that, or are you just going all to the home page? There's, and then, like he was saying as well, like what else have you been doing? Have you done nothing else? Have you been adding new content to your site? Basically there's so much that can cause um, ranking drops that it's hard to really pinpoint exactly what caused them. Um, but usually when you add a 301, it's a pretty considerable little boost when it works. So the fact that they're going down is definitely not super great, but yeah, I would need a little bit more information, I think, to give you really good advice. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.